Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Glorious Life on Wheels Live. Oh my goodness, I see. Let me put on my glasses here so I can see who's in the house. Oh my goodness, who is here already? Oh my goodness. Adele, hey Adele. Oh, I know. Isn't Marley adorable? I'm going to be picking her up either Monday night or early Tuesday morning and meeting Lindy to deliver her. We're going to meet. She's going to come down and I'm going to meet her up near the grapevine, but so she doesn't have to go all the way through LA and stuff. And I am going to, oh, she's so adorable. She's so cute. Let me say hello and I'll tell you everything that's going to be going on. I know, Marta, she is cute. Hey, Debbie Johnson, hello, hello. Nora's in the house. CTV is in the house. Oh my goodness, you guys are already here, and Vaughn's on a roll. Hello, I tried calling you, Vaughn's on a roll, but I didn't get through. So, but here's what's happening. I'm going to wait a couple more minutes to a couple more people. Hey, Lindy, I'm just talking about you and Marley. Oh my goodness. I know Lindy has been talking about Marley. She is so excited. That is going to be one little spoiled precious dog. I'm telling you. She's going to she's going to have oh, Lindy's everything Lindy does now is Marley this, Marley that. Oh, Marley needs this. Oh, Marley can't have that. Oh, I don't want Marley eating dog food because it's not good for the I'm good. Oh my goodness. That dog is going to be the most pampered dog in America, I predict. Hey, Carrie Jackson. Hello, hello. And Kenneth Bailey. Love my favorite lady so much. Thank you. I love you too, Kenneth. Hey, Tim's in the house, one of my other great moderators. Uh, my puppy named Baby Girl. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, we're outside, so we're subject to all kind of sounds from planes and helicopters, dogs barking. No telling what. But we're in a beautiful setting. Isn't this beautiful setting? Oh my goodness. And there's a gazebo over there. I don't know if you can see it over there. I was going to sit in the gazebo, but I thought it would be nicer to sit here with the flowers in the background. So it's a little noisy out here, but hopefully not too noisy. So, hey, adventurous spirit. Hey, Pam, how's it going? Brenda Berner's in the house as Betty Velasca. Oh my goodness, all of you guys are coming in. So, but oh my goodness. So here's the plan. The plan is for me to pick up. Well, let me give you a little bit of background about Marley. I think Lindy's already given you a lot of background since she's going to be the new mama. But she was basically, Marley was basically abandoned. And um, if it's too noisy out here with all this yelling and shouting about with the kids, because of course they came out after I got out here. So if it's too noisy, let me know and I'll go inside somewhere and try and find a quieter place. So let me know if it's too noisy. But anyhow, Marley was she was abandoned. She was just left in a yard, and I guess people would throw her scraps from time to time. And Kat, if you remember Kat, she's the woman who was undergoing cancer treatments. And actually, one of the viewers on my channel said something about her Adam's apple, which caused Kat, remember that caused her to go get it checked out and found out she had throat cancer. So, but she's a dog breeder. She raises, or she did raise golden retrievers. She's also, in addition to being a dog groomer and breeder, she loves animals, of course. So she is going to groom Marley all up, but she rescued Marley and she needed to rehome her. So I thought of Kate. Remember Kate a while back, whose dog Ginger got lost in quartzsite? Well, I called Kate and she just wasn't ready yet for another dog. It can take a while, when you've had a loss like that. So I called Kate. She wasn't quite ready. And I thought of Lindy because she had always said she wanted a little dog, but once she left Walmart. So I thought, well, let me call her because she had been talking about leaving Walmart possibly in June as a tentative month, but we didn't know for sure. So I called her and she said, well, let me see. And then she called me back. She said, you know what? I want her. I want her. So, oh my goodness, this is going to be a match made in heaven. I know it is. I know it is. Let me go and see if there's any other. Oh my goodness, it's noisy out here. Let me see if there are any other comments I haven't acknowledged anyone else. All right, looks like I've acknowledged everyone. So, Lindy, do you want to come up for a minute? Do you have time? Or are you getting ready to go somewhere? But if you want to come up for a second to talk about how we're going to do the trade off or the handoff from from for hold on, I'm trying to copy this. I can't copy and think at the same time. But okay, I hit the invite. So there's a stream there, Lindy, if you want to come up and talk a little bit about Marley and all the preparation and how excited you are. What we're going to do is this is tentative, but Lindy is hoping to have a live of when she and Marley meet. And I think that would be so adorable. So she's going to have a live, hopefully. If she can't, for whatever reason, then I'll do it on my channel. But hopefully it's going to be on Lindy's channel. She'll have a live of the actual meeting. I'm going to be videoing it, of course, but of the meeting of Lindy and Marley for the first time. And I think, oh my goodness, I hope she's able to do it live because it would be so adorable. Hold up. Looks like Lindy's trying to come up. Hello. Okay, let me see if I can get Lindy added to the stream. Hey Lindy, you're on. Hello. Hello, Lindy, you're
I
on.
don't see anything but a blank screen.
That's okay. We can see you. We
Oh,
can see
okay.
you. So keep talking.
I'm just looking at a white screen.
That's all right. We can see you. So how excited are you to be getting Marley?
I'm pretty excited. Yeah. Yeah, I got the van almost ready.
You've been
So
oh
she'll
my
have lots of room and what?
You've been, are you kidding? You're acting all chill, but you've been working like a beaver the last week. You've been moving things around, adding um furniture to hold Marley,
Yeah.
getting a bed all, oh my gosh. Oh
I
my,
got a dome.
a dome. I
Yeah.
saw that on your dome video. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Uh, Carrie says, I can't wait to meet Marley. That'll be so cute. So are you gonna Graham says it's good noise, Carol. You can't beat little ones playing in the background. I know, except for if you're doing a live. What can I say? I'm sorry. What can I
I
say?
finally saw you. And now I see you. You know what I was doing? I was already holding it vertical and not horizontal.
Oh, okay, all right. All right. So you can see everything. So Kenneth says, with the exception of Globies, I love dogs more than people. With
Yeah.
the exception of Globies. Well, thank you for that, Kenneth. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness. So are you going to try and do live, a live when we meet up to do the exchange of let me get something water to drink here. Are you going to try and do a live broadcast?
Yeah, I am at 5 on Tuesday. I've tried to schedule that so every week I do a live on Tuesday at 5.
All
And
right.
hopefully I will have Marley by then and we can do a live. And I
That will
can
be,
introduce Marley.
I'm so excited. I'm going to be videoing you guys when you first meet,
Yeah. You're going to video Marley when you pick her up, aren't you?
Of course, I'm gonna video her when
Yeah.
I pick her up,
Yeah.
and she's getting all groomed, and because Kat, who rescued her, Kat grooms dogs too. She had a dog
Yeah.
grooming business, so she grooms dogs. So Marley's gonna be all spruced up when you get her. So
I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm very excited. I've got special food. I got leashes. One of my subscribers sent me a front seat or a dog seat for the front for
How cool.
Marley.
That's very cool.
So it should be. I'm going to go Monday morning and check my post office box and see if it's there. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Hey, Judy, Judy's in the house. Hello, hello. Everyone is so excited about meeting Marley. So, hey, redheaded riding hood is in the house. Martin says, "Yay, Carol and Lindy." Oh my goodness, it's going to be so much fun. So I wonder, I just want to see I want to see your reaction, and I want to see Marley's reaction when
Yeah.
she meets you. I think she's just going to fall in love with her. I know you're going to fall in love with her, you
Oh,
know.
I know I will. Yeah.
Uh, oh my goodness. Redheaded says they're not too loud. Well, they left. They're not too loud because they went back inside. I'm sorry, but thank you. Thank you, Lord. They went back inside. Um, Carrie says, my German Shepherd baby girl will be happy to see Marley. Here's what I'm trying to decide. You guys let me know. I'm trying to decide, should I bring Cuddles or not? Because Cuddles is very excitable. He's not usually very excitable. He's usually very mellow. But when he gets around other dogs, he gets so happy. He just is jumping for joy. Except he's happy to see, I have to say, he's happy to see Lisa from Outdoor Dash Travels, little Zeus. But Zeus is so in love with Cuddles that he follows Cuddles everywhere he goes. He just follows him, follows him, follows him. And if we go inside the van, Zeus comes over to the van and jumps up to try and get in. And or if I have the door open, he'll jump in to come lie next to Cuddles. So at some point, Cuddles is like, "Okay, Zeus, enough. I need a break." But so do you guys think I should bring Cuddles? I'm thinking of leaving Cuddles, and because it's a 4 hour trip to 3 or 4 hour trip to meet Lindy, and I don't know about trying to handle two dogs that are together for the first time on a trip like that. I'm just
That kind. Yeah, that might be difficult. Really, it
yeah,
might be.
yeah, yeah. So I'm thinking that maybe leaving Cuddles here and and um yeah, because it'll be his first time meeting her too. It's not like like with him and Zeus, they've been around each other so much that they're used to each other, and they just have their own little rhythm going. But I'm thinking the first time they're going to both be bouncing around and just
Yeah. Yeah.
it might be a little bit much. If we're just going down
And
the street, it's one thing, but going for a drive that long, I'm thinking it
yeah.
might be a little, you know.
And also, you don't know how Marley's going to react on a drive that long either. That's why I've decided I'm going to keep her leashed so she doesn't get by my feet or, you know what I mean, when you're driving. I don't know
Yeah.
how she's going to react.
Well, Vaughn's on a roll said, "How is Lindy going to drive with Marley roaming free?" I don't think she's going to be
Oh,
roaming free, is she?
no, she doesn't roam free. No, no, no. She has to have safety. So she's going to be hooked up to my seatbelt on the other side. And she has her own place there. But
And she'll
she'll
have
be
her
hooked up so that she's not in any danger.
and she also now will have that seat that someone's sitting you for her.
Yes. Yes,
You
I'm hoping to pick that up Monday morning.
Okay, well that'll be good. That'll work. So
Yeah.
Nora says, "How old is Marley?" They're estimating she's a little over a year, is what I was told. And we're trying to decide if she's a poodle or a cockapoo. They're saying that when she went to get she got her shots last week, and when she went to get her shots, they're saying she might actually be a cockapoo, which would be a blend of a cocker spaniel and a poodle. But she's just cute, 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 and she's just so bubbly. She's just happy, happy. I mean, she's been through the ringer and back, and is not like an anxious dog or scary or aggressive. She's just sweet. So for her to go through what she went through and still be such a sweet dog, she's just going to be a perfect, perfect companion.
Yeah,
Red
I
says,
think she'll be a good personality.
yeah, Martin one says Cuddles will do fine. Yeah, Cuddles is a sweet dog, but I think he's going to be a little excitable, and Marley will probably be too. Red says it's up to you, but I would probably not because it'll all be so new for Marley. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
pretty thinking. Um, Rose says, I'm hanging in. I guess thank you for asking. Okay, Rose. Sounds like you're hanging in. Uh, Rose says it might be better to just bring Marley easier on both of you. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. Uh, Now what Rose she's Red says, "I'll remember you in my prayers." What's happening, Rose? Did I miss something? Let us know what's going on with you, Rose. Graham says, "You'll know within 5 minutes if it's going to be a problem." Yeah, I just don't want to. I don't want to have to be delayed and then find out there's a problem and then have to make arrangements at the last minute. So I think I prefer preparing in advance. Oops, I got a bug right coming up my screen. I prefer preparing in advance than at the last minute. So Rose says, "Thank you. I've added you and several others from YouTube to my nightly and daily prayers." Okay, all right. Adventurous Spirit Pam says, "Lava Lindsay's awesome van adventure. She will be good company for you." She will. She
I
will.
think so. Yeah.
Dell says she looks like a terrier poodle mix. She does, but when you get her up close, she really looks more poodle when you see her up close. But we'll see. Maybe terrier because that bouncy, happy, like a terriers or kind of, that spirit that they have. Um, Vaughn's on a roll says, Carol, nothing wrong with not wanting to juggle two dogs. Yeah, until if they're like I said, if they had already met, were accustomed to each other already, it would be different. So, what is the first trip you're going to go on? Do you think with Marley, Lindy?
Well, I'm researching right now because I'm going to leave Monday morning and stay somewhere Monday night so that I can get there early in the day.
Okay,
So I think on the way back, I'm going to stay at that park again. Marley and I need time to be away from traffic. I don't want to be near traffic. So, at a lake or something, I'm trying to find a spot to stay at,
okay.
on the way.
Grandma
So
RV
we'll
Grandma
see.
Charlotte RV Grandma Charlotte says my late said, her dog, it sounds like, I'm not understanding the first part, said her dog was a terrier mix. Vet said Shih Tzu mix. I just told people she was my little Heinz 57. Oh, okay, Grandma, RV Grandma says her late dog. Okay. Graham says, "Have I ever told you of my plan to breed bulldog Shih Tzu crosses? I'll make bull." Okay, Graham. Graham, I'm gonna give you a. I'm gonna have to paddle your. I'm gonna have to wash your mouth out with soap, Graham. Okay. Red says,
One of those.
I know. That's good. I'm praying more all the time also. It's just always a good idea and much superior to my bad habit of worrying. Yep, much better to pray than worry, Red. I would absolutely agree with that. Rose said, things just aren't going real well right now. Stuck in a bad situation. I'm sorry to hear that, Rose. I hope it gets better and that you're able to get into a better situation. Kenneth said, Cuddles creates joy wherever he goes, just like his mama. Ah, thank you, Kenneth. Cuddles does create joy. Everyone just loves Cuddles. He's just a mellow, cool dog, you know. Vaughn's on a roll saying, praying for you, Rose. Thanks. Thank you. So we're going to be I'm trying to decide whether I should plan to stay overnight up there. We'll probably do a we'll do we should both do a video for our channels on where we end up staying because I may stay the night there wherever I meet you. I'm not sure. Depends on how traffic is. I Depends on what time we meet up. I don't want to be heading back through Los Angeles, through the valley and through Los Angeles at 5 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
You know, it'll just be a nightmare.
I plan on staying there
Do
for
you?
the night. Yeah, I
Okay.
do. Yeah. I won't start out till the next morning, you know.
Okay.
So I want Marley to adjust and, so yeah, I'll spend the night.
Okay. Well, she's had her shots, and I don't know if she's chipped or not. I guess a vet could tell you if she's been chipped. Based on how she was left and abandoned, I doubt if the people who had her chipped her, quite honestly, you know.
Well, I'm taking her to the SPCA to have her registered, but
Okay.
also I'm going to chip her. They do. The SPCA will chip them. They chipped my cat because I
Okay,
worked for the SPCA as a foster parent for years, taking care of kittens. So I know what they do. I don't
right.
know the prices, but I know what they do.
Well, they
Yeah.
do have a they and I need to do a actually do a video on it where um Marley got her shots. There was a special program that was for people who were homeless or unhoused, and Kat lives in a trailer on the side of the road, so they chipped her, not chipped her, but they gave her the shots for free, including the rabies, the parvo, bordetella even, and like I told you, they sent with some some a little bit of dog food and some toys. I guess they let her pick out her own toy or a couple of toys. So it was quite a wonderful program because a lot of people who are living on the streets homeless have pets.
Yeah.
That's their really their emotional support. So but they
Yeah.
can't afford to get them vaccinated because it can be quite expensive.
Oh,
Usually
yeah.
Usually, if you're not going to the Humane Society or somewhere, they charge. I know one place I called, they were charging $85 for the vet visit, and you had to have a vet visit, an exam, before they would give the dog the shot. So,
Yeah.
so it was $85 plus like 50. I mean, it was going to be $200. Like,
My first visit was $200, and I
wow.
just was like flipping out over it for my cat because she was a rescue.
Yeah. Well, most not even people who are homeless, but many people now can't possibly afford $200 for a vet
No.
visit. So the fact that they did this for free, it was phenomenal. I need to
Yeah.
get information, and I'm guessing that there may be other places. A lot of the rescue places here will offer low cost vaccines. I know they used to at the Humane Society. Oh, well, the Humane Society here, you can make an appointment because I had as a backup in case, because Kat told me she was going to be taking Marley over there, but she didn't know if, in fact, she was going to be able to get done or not. So I had made a backup appointment for Tuesday, and if she hadn't been able to do it, I was going to have to call you and say we got to change this to Wednesday because they had the shots for only $12, and that's really really a good $12, no vet
Yeah.
exam.
That's a good price.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thought, well, if that doesn't work out, I'll just take her over to the Humane Society and get it taken care of. But it worked out. So, um, Red says, Rose, I'm so sorry. You may email me or Carol if you want to and don't want to go into detail here. Yeah, thank you, Red, for saying that. So, Rose, yeah, if you need to do that. Um, Nora says, how is Cuddles doing with his legs? He's actually doing better. I started him on the medication that the vet told me to get for him. He's doing better, but I don't think we're going to be able to avoid getting the surgery. I really think it's going to have to happen. So, it's trying to get it scheduled. I'm going to see if I can't maybe schedule one of them between now and the time we leave so that he can have a 6 to 7 week recovery or whatever period before we leave. If I can get it in the next week, if I can't, I'll have to do it not before we leave, but something else. But I'm not going to go into that right now. Um, but yeah, he's doing better, but not as well as he needs to be doing. Nora, thank you for asking. Rose says, "I'm so sorry. You may." Oh, I'm sorry. I already read that. Red says, "Cuddles is the star of the first video I edited after Lisa's class at the Glow Meetup last July." Yes, Lisa from Outdoor Dash Travels did a class at the what is that squeaking? Do you know where that? There's a squeaking sound or something, but she did a class at my meetup last summer, and she taught how to edit, and a lot of people got a lot out of that time. I'm looking now. Are you guys hearing a little squeaking sound? Do you hear it?
I'm not hearing anything.
Let's see. Something is squeaking in my computer, but is anyone online hearing it? In the chat hearing it? Or is it just me hearing it? Okay, well, if it sounds like a short circuit, like something is short circuiting. Please don't let my computer be going out. um, hey, Stacy, Simply C is in the house. Graham says my mom not only said she'd wash my mouth out with soap, but she actually did it a few times. Well, I bet she did it, Graham. I bet your mom did it more than a few times with you. I bet she did it quite a few times. Oh, Rose says, Red, I don't know how to reach you or Carol or anyone else except in here. Well, my email is gloriouslifeonwheels@gmail.com. So you can email me at gloriouslifeonwheels@email.com. Uh, Kenneth saying, Graham, we're about to get in trouble again. Yes, you two are about to get in trouble again. Rose says, Graham, I washed my son's mouth out with soap dish a couple of times. Now I tell you, that used to be just the way parents did it. If your kid said something, but now, oh my goodness, we'll be in big trouble for doing that these days. Things have changed a lot, haven't they? Oh my goodness. Graham says maybe I should just stick to breeding golden labs and Staffordshire terriers. Maybe so, to make golden staff. Maybe so, Graham. All right, all right. Brenda Berner says we have senior discounts here in Reno at the Humane Society. Yeah, I don't know about senior discounts, but I know the Humane Society just does it at a really, really low price.
Yeah.
Vaughn's on a roll says, is Marley fixed? We really don't know. Um, I guess you could check. I guess the vet would. What would the vet do? Do an X-ray or something?
Gee, I
Lindy.
don't know. I don't know. I would have to. I'll check with the SPCA. They should have a scar. They shouldn't have to X-ray. They should be able to tell.
Well, depending on how they did it, if they did it laparoscopically, it might have, almost
Well,
disappeared. So I don't
yeah,
know, but
yeah, because I have to check that because I really will not be breeding her.
yeah, yeah. So I'm guessing again, if I had to guess, I would say no, unless they got her from the Humane Society or somewhere where she would have been, spayed. But I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know.
yeah.
Brenda says, I hear it. Yep, yep, you hear it. Oh, Brenda says it stopped. Okay. What is it? Yeah, it's a squeaky sound. I don't know what that is. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can pick this up some. Okay. Nope, I'm still hearing it. It's like a short or something in here. Oh my goodness, this is getting on my nerves. Okay, Candy says, I hear it, but you're still clear. I don't know what it is. I guess I'm gonna have to bring this um um in to get my computer checked. I would do it on my phone, but I'm not very good at doing lives on my phone. I always mess up and I can never see the comments. They're so small. And let me see, maybe I can turn the volume down a little. Okay. I turned the volume down a little. It's still there, but let's see. Can you guys hear me still with the volume down?
I can.
Can you? Okay, I'm going to turn it down a little bit more and okay, see if that does it. Okay, there's nothing much I can do. Okay, thank you, Red, for doing Lisa's channel. Um, it got lower when I turned the volume down, but something's going on. I don't know what. I'll have to take this into either Apple or computer place and see. Um, RV Grandma Charlotte says if she was fixed, there's often a small blue line, like you were talking about, Lindy. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
little
I still
scar.
have to check it out. I'll look and see when I pick her up if I see it. Um, Vaughn's on a roll says it sounds like someone's speaker is acting up. Huh. Well, I don't know what that is, but um, Red says it sounds like a cat or dog toy. Yes, it does, ironically. And Nora says I'm pretending it's a bird chirping. Oh my goodness. Okay, Marna says signs a dog has been spayed or fixed. A spay incision, smaller secondary sexual traits, huh? Absence of heat cycle, medical records. Well, we don't have medical records, that's for sure. So, yeah. Brenda says don't sweat the small stuff. You know what, Brenda? I am working. on not sweating the small stuff. And that's, I heard a pastor once say, you can tell the character of a person by the size of the things that really upset them. And that has stayed with me. And if I start getting upset about a really silly, insignificant thing, it seems like I hear that sermon come back into my mind that, this is a small thing. Why are you getting so upset about it? And I really do. I have to catch myself sometimes. I really do. But Red says, I hate going live on my phone. Yeah, I've tried it once and it was a disaster. So I'm afraid to do it again. Uh,
See, that's all I do. I love it. It's so easy
it's, I
for
like the
me.
because I can see the comments much easier. The comments are in a big column. Plus, I can see myself. I can see whoever's up here. I just really, really prefer doing it on my computer. It's just so much easier to manage, I think. Um, Graham, oh, thank you, Graham, for this. Graham says most dogs I've had usually throw up the first time in a car, but afterwards they're fine.
Oh
Oh
no.
gosh, so that means she'll be throwing. Well, actually, you know what? She's already been riding in a car with Cat. So she should be fine because she's
Yeah.
already been. And you know what? Cuddles never threw up, ever. But then Cuddles is a perfect dog. He doesn't do anything bad. He never threw up in the, I know. I am, can you tell I'm a little bit biased? But
Yeah,
Cuddles
you yeah, you are.
Cuddles never had an accident in the house either. He house trained himself, you know? I mean, he would just automatically come and let me know, I gotta go out, and if
Yeah.
I ignored him, he would get in front of me and stare. And then if I still ignore him, he would take his paw and start hitting my knee. So he house trained himself. He didn't throw up in the car. He does what I tell him. I mean, that sounds like a good husband, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or now if I could clone him, oh my goodness. Uh, feedback. Yeah, I gotta fix. RV Ground Charlotte says could be coming from your mic too. Sometimes it sounds like your microphone. I don't have an external mic on today, so I don't know. Hey, Valoria Valentia, Valentina rather. Hello, just got into the live. Well, welcome, welcome here. So Nora says, laughing out loud, sounds like a fantasy husband. It does. Our
Yeah.
fantasy kids too. Oh my goodness, I could clone that for a child. Oh, words. So, well, I'm trying to decide, you guys, should I have a meetup this summer or should I wait and do it later in the year? What do you guys think? I don't know. What do you think, Lindy?
Well, when did you have your meetup last year?
I'm trying to remember. I think it might have been in July, maybe.
So, did it work out?
It worked out. We had a lot of fun. It was
So,
a lot.
why not keep it the same way?
Well, the only problem is it's kind of late to try and get reservations now because I
Oh,
reserved different sites at a campground in Julian, but it
oh, okay.
was a lot of fun. So I'm thinking I might wait until maybe the fall and have one maybe a pop-up one or I'm going to a meetup at Lake Havasu and maybe I'll have a meetup there, a little meetup.
That's in September or October?
It's in October. It's in
October.
October. It's gonna be at Lake Havasu. I forget the name of the meetup, but I'll announce it. But I'm thinking maybe have it then, and then having one in January, and maybe I'm hoping, keep my fingers crossed. I'm hoping that by January I will have my property and that I could maybe but if I do it a meetup at my property, it would have to be an invite meetup, because I don't want just anyone and everyone coming. So
Yeah.
I can hear all kinds of comments. Oh, she's trying to be exclusive and not let blah blah blah.
Well,
But
you just can't afford a crowd.
I can't afford to have unknown people
Right.
who I don't know at a meetup on my own private property,
Yeah.
and I don't want to announce exactly where it's located. Although Camper Van Kevin said he's had people show up unannounced at his place. Can you
Really?
imagine? Yeah, yeah,
Oh no,
yeah,
I can imagine. Yeah, sure.
yeah. So he's put up a sign, but um, you know, uh, who is it? Oh, Red says, "Wow, Cuddles is an awesome dog. He is. Cuddles really is." You know, Diane Jimenez. Hi, Diane. What a beautiful day in Arizona. Well, I'm actually in California, but are you in Arizona, Diane? Having a beautiful day there? Um, Kenneth says, "Perfect dog with a perfect mama." He is a perfect dog. I don't know about perfect mama, but he's a perfect dog.
He's
Vaughn's
a
on a
good
roll.
dog.
Cuddles is perfect. That's a typical dog mom for you. I know. Lindy, I'm just so excited. I know I'm more I know I'm not more excited than Lindy is about Marley, but I think I'm almost as excited. I'm just well, they say people who have dogs live longer, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
and they give unconditional love. I think that's what it
yes,
is.
yeah,
There are no expectations. They accept you like you are, and don't hold grudges, you know. So
yeah.
no wonder
Well,
if you
my
have
last dogs were I raised them and I had them 16 years. They passed away 2005, and I haven't had another one yet.
well, what
So
made you
it's been
decide not
almost
to
20 years.
what made you not to decide to get another dog after your dog passed?
My heart was just too broken. I just couldn't. I just couldn't. You know.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I've finally gotten ready for it.
Okay. All right. Well, we have an announcement we're going to be making July 1st.
Yes.
Not gonna I'm like, you know
You
how
are too excited. You have to stop.
I I know. We have a special announcement Lindy and I are going to be making on July 1st. But I feel like, have you seen that ad where the lady's outside of the Mervyn's and she's going, open, open, open,
Yeah.
open, all
Yeah.
anxious? That's how I feel. I'm like, I'm trying not to, spill it, but I just,
Yeah. I know. It's hard for you.
it is.
You want
But
to tell it.
it's exciting and it's gonna be fun. It's exciting and it's gonna be so much fun. So yeah. So Brenda says, whenever you have a meetup, I'll do my best to be there. Well, that would be great. I enjoyed you so much at my birthday bash, Brenda. So I look forward to you coming to whatever meetup I have. I typically have one in Quartzsite in January. So I'm guessing I'll probably do that again. But I don't know that it's going to be a 3 or 4 day meetup. I think it might just be 1 or 2 days, in Quartzsite, and then do just little pop-up meetups during the year. What about you, Lindy? Do you plan on doing any meetups?
I haven't thought about it, to be honest with you. I just started doing lives.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
No. I'm sure I will eventually, but it'll
Mm,
probably be next year.
okay. All right. So do you think are you planning on going back to Quartzsite in January or no, are
Yeah.
you? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Then maybe we can do something together in January. We'll see. We'll talk about it. There's
We'll
plenty of
talk
time.
about it.
Yeah, plenty of time. So, Adele says, take a poll and see how many are available in the summer. Yeah, I could do that. I'm just trying to decide. Vaughn's on a roll says depends on where temperature. Yeah, it would not be wouldn't be in Arizona in the desert. If it was in Arizona, it would be maybe up in Flagstaff on BLM land there. But I think I might just wait. I've got a lot of things going on right now, and I'm thinking I might just wait and just do it at the meetup at Havasu in October, have another one in Quartzsite in January, and then maybe with the announcement that we're going to make in July 1st might announce some things um, related to that. So we'll see. In fact, I think we probably will. So we'll
Hmm.
see. We'll see. So be tuning in. I do have a video. Oh my gosh. Last week I did a video on what was happening with migrants in New York and how the mayor was busing solo male migrants to other um, counties and cities throughout this state. And what I found out since doing that story is some things that are going on in New York City itself, and it's just horrific, horrific. And I have a video coming. I meant to try and get it out today, but I just couldn't get myself organized enough to get it out today. But it will air on Monday, and it's really, really quite
100,
stark.
$102 million a month,
Between
from what
now
I
and
read.
July, in New York City alone, it's going to be $1.2 billion
Oh, for the year?
between now and July.
Oh,
Between, I mean, between
1.2
when it
billion,
starts,
not million?
no, billion. Between
Oh my
July
God.
of this year and July of next year, or for 2024 rather, they're anticipating it's going to be 2 point something billion for next year. And one thing I was seeing, it was saying that they're paying, I think it's $354 per day per family, per family unit that's being housed in New York. But here's these bugs. Here's what I discovered though, and I'll have this in my video. But in 1979, a lawsuit was filed in New York City or against New York. And as a result of the settling of that lawsuit, the court issued a mandate. I don't know, it's called a consent decree or something, but they issued a mandate that says it's called right to shelter. And anyone, anyone in New York City, if you're a citizen, if you're not a citizen, whoever you are, anyone who requests to be housed, the city of New York is obligated to shelter them. Now, I don't know if it's for a period of 90 days, 120, whatever, because a lot of the people who are being sheltered right now are being sheltered for 120 days. But New York is mandated. So that's why they were so anxious to send they're now housing, they've reopened a prison or a correctional facility in Harlem that they're going to house sole men in. They've taken over now the Roosevelt Hotel. The Row Hotel, which is what my video is going to be on Monday, was a 4 or 5 star hotel. They were charging $500 a night for that hotel. That hotel has completely been taken over as a migrant location. They have, one report said they have checked out 700 separate locations that they've, not that they're going to put people in all those locations, but 700 separate locations to evaluate if they're appropriate as a shelter. So it's just gotten crazy, and this is that in conjunction with them declaring themselves a what do you call it, sanctuary city. So now they have oodles and oodles and oodles of migrants there, and they don't know what to do. They've gotten, I think, about maybe $40 million from FEMA, but that's a drop in the bucket compared to 1.2 billion and over 2 billion more anticipated next year. So I don't know what's going to happen, but it is a absolute crisis, and
Yeah.
things are going bananas. And like I said, I have a video coming out Monday that's going to address it. So we'll just see what happens. But my
So
concern,
Carol,
huh?
Carol, I'm going to exit we're done, right?
Yes, we are.
I'm going to exit. Okay, hon?
Okay, all right. I will see you on either, well, I'll see you Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll talk before then.
Okay, and I will see
Okay.
you Tuesday. All right, Lindy. Talk to you later.
Nice talking to everybody.
All right. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Red says it's up to you, Carol. It was July. Okay, it was July where I had the meetup last year. She says she's going to be Portugal in July, but I'll probably be getting a job when I get back and also going east to see my new granddaughter. How cool is that? Oh my goodness, Portugal. I was supposed to go to Portugal in March, February or March with my nephew, but I just couldn't swing it. I had too many other things going on. So, Martina says, one says, I wish I had another small doggy. Can't find one or afford one now. I miss my Sprout. Oh, yeah, they are wonderful company. Wonderful company. Mia Moncrief says, I recently got a Schnauzer from the pound. She is the best dog, except except she's a love vampire, meaning she wants all the love and attention. Oh my goodness, I bet. I bet. What a fabulous experience that must be. Kenneth says such kind people are here. I know. I'm sorry, but these are, I may be biased, but even though I'm biased, it's still true. Globies are the best, absolute best family on YouTube. Um, Graham says, I spent 2 days with pockets full of treats teaching Roxy how to speak, forgetting she's female, and now I can't shut her up. Graham, you're going to get yourself in trouble. You're going to get yourself in trouble. Valoria Valentina says, there are a lot of Lindy friends here. There are. There are. Go over and check out Lindy's channel, Lava Lindy Awesome Van Adventure. Could you drop one of my moderators drop Lindy's drop a link for Lindy's channel? She is always has something interesting to talk about and has had so many experiences. But there's going to be some new experiences coming up, and we'll be talking about those on July 1st. So don't forget to tune in July 1st because you want to hear. We're going to be making some big announcements on July 1st. Uh, um, Marta says, I'm 71 and talk to my Sprout in heaven every day. Oh, Marta, I know you must miss your Sprout. Brenda says, a new dog is good for mending a broken heart. That is true. I agree, Brenda. I absolutely agree. Nora says, we can't have dogs in my building unless they're therapy dogs. I love doggies. Well, hey, have you ever heard of needing therapy all of a sudden, Nora? Oh my goodness. Kenneth is saying hello to Sprout in Heaven. Yes, hello, Sprout in Heaven. Adventurous Spirit 66 Pam says, you're going to make us wait until July. You're a tease, Carol. I know, but that's the date Lindy said, and I agreed with it. So I'm like, oh, sometimes I just have to like go, oh, because I'm about to, I can't tell you how many times I've almost spilled everything going on. And we have some things. Oh, let me not talk about it because I'll spill it. I'll spill it. Red says, can't wait for your announcement, and I'm leaving for Lisbon, Portugal, July 1st. Oh my goodness. Well, you'll have to try and listen in at the airport, Red. uh, Graham says, if you have a meetup, I'll meet you halfway. Uh, well, my meetup, you can't meet me halfway, Graham. Okay. Uh, okay, I tell you what. I'll figure out what's twice as far from here to Australia. Then I'll set my meetup at that location, and then I'll go half the distance to meet you. So you'll have to come half the distance. So you'll have to come here, Graham. How's that? Red says, I would not want the responsibility of doing a meetup. You know, I have to say it is a lot of work. The very first one that I did in Quartzsite, it was a lot of work, and I tend to overdo things. So I had like a cooking demonstrations, and I had a couple of classes, and I had giveaways, and it was just a lot to it. So I've learned from that meetup to temper how much I do, and still, have the giveaways, but I don't need to do 3 and 4 classes. I don't need to do, and I was also doing videos. So I did probably about 7 interviews during the meetup, during the days, and I did it for I think 4 or 5 days. I just went overboard. So I've learned to moderate it down, not have as many days. I don't need as many classes. Do have a couple of sessions because I want people to get some value from coming there. The main value is meeting new people and making new friends. That really and meeting up with old friends. That's really the main value. But I do want people to also, especially people who are new, to learn something. So I typically will have a class or something, and like the last meetup, what there wasn't as much. The one that I had in July last year, but Lisa did do a session on editing, and a lot of people learned a lot in that session. So uh, hey, Jose Zayas, welcome, welcome. He's saying hello, Gloria. It's Carol, Jose. Everyone. I have people on who email me all the time saying, "Hey, Gloria," because I guess because my channel is Glorious Life on Wheels. But like I always say, I will answer to anything. Just don't call me late for dinner. Keeping up with Colorado. Hi, keeping up with Colorado. Hey, Lori, I have been praying for you. I have been steadily praying for you and hoping that you're feeling better. You said you just woke up from a nap. Glad you caught my live. I'm glad you caught it too, Lori, and I'm hoping you're feeling better. And can we send some prayers out for Lori too, because she's been going through it health wise, and just hold her up in prayer. And I've been praying for you every single day, Lori, since the last live and even before. So I'm believing good things and a healing for you. Martin says, thank you, Kenneth. He was half Pom, half Chihuahua, and I had him 10 years. Wow. Almost 14 when I had to put him down for canine dementia. Wow. I had never, I'm sure it makes sense. Dogs get cancer, they get everything else, but I'd never known of a dog who had dementia. Oh my goodness. Thank you for bringing that up, Martina, and educating me on that. Everyone's saying welcome to Jose. Uh, Keeping up with Colorado saying hello, hello. Um, Red says hello, Jose. Welcome to Glow. Her name is Carol, by the way. Yeah, I already said that. But don't feel bad, Jose. At least a third of the people who ever contact me call me Gloria, and some still do, and I don't even say anything. uh, RV Grandma Charlotte said she must have found her property by. No, I wish that was it. RV Charlotte, Grandma Charlotte. I wish it was. I haven't yet, but when I do that, there won't be any holding back. As soon as I get it, I'll be on here announcing it. So I would not be able to hold that back. But I am looking, and next week I may go out looking at some property. And if I do, I will do a video on it, showing you guys what I'm looking at. But although I think it's really going to be too far away, but where I discovered a new place? I know this sounds crazy. West Virginia. Have you guys ever been to West Virginia? I was doodling around because I'm always looking for properties, and one of the sites that I was on sent me a beautiful property in West Virginia. And I mean, it was dirt cheap compared to looking out on the West Coast. And then I started looking at West Virginia. That's a beautiful, beautiful state. They have rivers, they have, oh my gosh, I saw property on a river, 3 acres on a river, that was about a quarter of the price of any property you'd get on a river out here. It was right on the river. You could just put your kayak into the river and just, oh, it was beautiful. And I was thinking, oh, maybe if I get when I get something here, I could set up a I don't know. My mind's always going, but has anyone here ever been to West Virginia and can share anything about it? Because from what I was seeing, the pictures, green, lush, just beautiful, simply beautiful and affordable. Affordable. Oh my goodness. Um Vaughn's on a roll says, has anyone ever stayed at Yama Yamava Yamava in your van? What is Yamava, Vaughn? It's on a roll. What is that? I've never heard of it before. So hey, Donna Flynn, voice breathing and change coach is saying hello to everyone. Um RB Grandma Charlotte says yes, average is 8,000 per month per legal. Wow. Yeah, but 300 and some dollars. I think it's probably even more I don't know. but it's very expensive, very expensive. So Kenneth says, my last four dogs from my many years of my blessed life with my doggy rescue are at my side. Oh my goodness, Kenneth. Wow. You are multiple blessed. You're blessed multiple times. Oh my goodness. Let me see anything else that I'm missing here. Graham says illegals are treated better than veterans. Some are, Graham. That and that. I don't think we should mistreat anyone, and I think we should try and treat everyone well and to the best of our ability. I do think, and I got some flack for it, but you know what? Sometimes you just have to say something, even if it's going to cause some blowback. I do think that we need to take care of veterans. We need to take care of seniors. We need to take care of people who are disabled, and we need to take care of children. And we need to take care of them first before we take care of anyone else. And I am going to be saying something on my video towards the end on Monday that's probably going to just, I know I'm going to have just comments up the wazoo, crazy comments, but going to make a radical, I'm just going to throw a radical idea out there. Um, because I think when you're in a crisis situation, that sometimes you have to take extreme measures. But people, I had someone write in and say, "Well, I thought you cared about people. You're not a caring person." Blah blah blah. And I just have to realize I know who I am. I know who I am. I know what my heart is. My heart is not to harm anyone or to um, uh, be unkind to anyone. But I think any government has to set priorities. And I think our priorities have gotten skewed and we need to get them back on track. And in the video, I'm going to be making some rather rash, all offering a rash alternative. Not rash, I shouldn't say rash, a radical. To some people, it will be radical. But, and I'm not a radical person. I'm a pretty moderate person. I think I'm probably very conservative fiscally because all of you know that I'm, very frugal to say the least. I'm very conservative as far as fiscally, but I tend to be more moderate to even sometimes liberal when it comes to social issues. But regardless, sometimes, regardless of your personal beliefs, you have to look at a situation and say, this is out of hand. We need to reel it back in and then get back on track before we can do anything else. And I think we've reached what I would call the tipping point. Um, like when you're pouring water into a glass, there's a point that once you get to that point, it's going over. I think we've passed the tipping point and it's gone over, and now we need to get things back under control. So I'm going to leave that alone. But I have, like I said, a video coming out Monday. Check it out. See what you think. If you think I'm way off base, tell me. But I know my globies will be polite and appropriate. Um, Jose says, I was outside messing with my solar panel, and when I came in, I see Gloria. Gloria's live. Okay. Gloria is live. Thank you for being here, Jose. Red says, I don't see it yet, Rose, but I will be on the lookout. Okay. I'm not sure what you're looking out for, but I hope you find it. RV Grandma Charlotte says, Graham, you are right. The veterans are being kicked out of hotel rooms. Well, actually, that story about veterans being kicked out of hotel rooms, um, Grandma Charlotte, was false. Here's what happened. There was a nonprofit organization who came out with that story that veterans were kicked out of hotel rooms. They were not. Um, Now, people who had reservations were denied their reservations, and people who in fact, one hotel in it was terrible. One couple had their wedding planned at, I think it was the Roosevelt Hotel. No, it was a hotel, I take it back, in Newburgh, uh, New York. And they were prevented from they've been planning this for months. You know how you plan a wedding reception for months and months in advance. So they now are scrambling. But what has happened is the hotel is completely booked, but they didn't kick any veterans out. No one, they're putting people in there that are not citizens, but they didn't kick veterans out. The person who a both a Democratic congressman and a Republican assemblyman came out strong against that story as far as kicking veterans out because they believe this person because she was the head of a nonprofit organization. They'd worked with her in the past, and she apparently lied about that. So then they had egg on their face, so they were very embarrassed because it wasn't true. But they are here's the thing that I think is happening, as Graham said. What is happening is millions and billions are being spent, and that money is being siphoned off from people who I think should get first dibs on it. The other thing, and I'm going to address this in my video, is here's the question I have. We have 40 some thousand or more homeless Americans in New York City. All of a sudden, when you get an influx of 40 to 50 to 70,000 migrants, all of a sudden, all the stops are pulled out. They're putting people in empty hotels. Like the Roosevelt closed during the pandemic, so they're putting people there now. They're putting people in empty correctional facilities. They're looking at this place, at that place. They're looking at even Rikers, at all kinds of places. Here's what I'm thinking. Why didn't you do this when there were 45,000 American homeless people? I'm like, that's kind of odd. All these stops are being pulled out, and I know it's a crisis, but why wasn't it that big a crisis when there were citizens and veterans and moms and elderly people on the streets? Why didn't you put them in the Roosevelt Hotel? Why not put them in the Row Hotel? Why not? I'm just kind of puzzled at that. That's a question that I ask in my video. I don't quite get that. But anyhow, this was not the point of this live, but it's just something that I just wondered about. Wondered about. But that story about the veterans being kicked out was turned out to be false. Um, Red says we have tons of immigrants here in Denver too. Yeah, there's a lot of immigrants everywhere right now, and we're all are migrants. We're all most of us, unless you're Native American, are immigrants. So this is not anti-immigrant. It's just you know priorities. But anyhow, let's get on to something else. Um, let's see who else is there. Excuse me. Is there anyone in here who I have um, not said hello to? I think I've said hello to everyone. Hello, Denise. The squeaking. I know the squeaking is gone. I think the two speakers were competing. Yeah, I think it must have been something to do with my speaker, and Lindy's that were in conflict or something, or maybe Lindy's speaker for my. Yeah, because I don't have it anymore. So sorry, Lindy, but I think you were the squeaker. Oh my goodness, my goodness. Hey, Crystal and La Gringa, welcome, welcome. Keeping up with Colorado. Oh, thank you, Keeping Up with Colorado, for putting Lindy's awesome van link down there. Sharon Mills says, I'll have to watch this again. I was at the drugstore. Oh, no problem. Thanks, Tim, again for dropping Lindy's link. Could all of my moderators, my wonderful, wonderful, fabulous moderators, would you please drop your links and so that everyone can go over and um, show you some love. Also, Nora, from Arcuda 2001. Oh, that reminds me, Nora, I meant to call you. I got your beautiful painting. Thank you so much. I bought a painting when Nora had her sale on Etsy, and it is beautiful. I meant to bring it with me to share on this live, and I forgot. But remind me, Nora, on Saturday morning, next Saturday, remind me to bring that painting wherever I am so I can share it on the live. It's just beautiful. I'm so pleased with it. Thank you. It's lovely. It is just absolutely lovely. Kenneth says my cinnamon stick is very vocal. Okay, I'm not Not sure, Kenneth, what that means, but I'll go with the flow. You know me. Nora says, laughing out loud, Carol. It's not a club I want to belong to, therapy dogs, unless it's the truth. Oh, okay. Well, hey, I think we all need hair therapy, so a therapy dog might be appropriate for all of us. Well, you know what? It is getting late, and I'm going to have to wrap it up. Kenneth says, I'm still on my way to Graham's place riding my porpoise. I would love to see you and Graham get together. That would be quite a combination. Simply C says, one day, one night meetup is perfect for us and Carol. Yeah, I think so. I think a one day, and then if people just want to camp with me, that's fine. But I think maybe a one day, 2 day at most meetup is as much as I'm going to do this year. Um, Rose says, I would love to go to a meetup. The ones I've seen looks like so much fun. They are. They really are. You know, a group of like minded people together. Uh, Red says, yes, you always have all that, Carol. Uh, Kenneth says, oh, let's see. Plain Vanilla Grandma. Hello, Carol from Plain Vanilla Grandma. How are you doing? Saying hello, everyone. My granddaughter and I are sewing an apron. A video tonight. Guys, go over and watch Plain Vanilla Grandma's video. They're doing an apron. So I will just be popping in and out. Lindy, your fur baby is so cute. I know, isn't Marley cute? But thank you so much, Carol from Plain Vanilla Grandma. Go over and check out Plain Vanilla Grandma. She was the very, very first person that shouted me out when I was on YouTube. Isn't that something? I'll never forget that, how excited I was. All right. Donna says, "Ooh, getting my fibrine topper in June. Very slow on the admin side, but hopefully they will get it done in time so I can join a summer meetup." Donna, could you hit me up at gloriouslifeonwheels@gmail.com? Because I want to hear more about your fibrine topper. Um, Again, Donna, could you hit me up at gloriouslifeonwheels@gmail.com? Now, I don't answer emails and stuff on Sundays, so I may not get back to you till Monday or later, depending on how many emails I have. But I will get back with you, Donna. But I'd love to hear about that. Hey, Mia says, service dogs, all you need is a letter from your doctor and do a specific task. My dog Ralphie can help when I have an anxiety attack. Yeah, a specific attack, a specific task is true. Thank you, Mia, for that information. Uh, Jose says, I'm not good at remembering names. Me either, Jose. And what I usually, if you ever hear me say, well, I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves. Oh, hello, everyone. You introduce yourself is because I've forgotten names. What can I say? Oh, my goodness. Uh, Lori from Keeping Up with Colorado says, thank you, Carol. I appreciate all the prayers. Yes, they're going your way, Lori. They definitely are. And other people are praying for you too. Uh, Jose said, you just told me your name and I've already forgotten it. Jose, you sound like me. I'm telling you. Uh, uh, um, okay, let's see. Anyone else? All right. Hey, Lisa from Outdoor Adventures, Outdoor Dash Travels is in the house. Hello, hello, hello. All right, guys, I am going to. Yeah, I know Mia, the squeak is gone. Hate to say it, but I think Lindy was the squeaker. Rose says West Virginia is gorgeous. Yes, I want to make a trip to West Virginia because the pictures that I saw when I was looking at different properties there, it was spectacular. Just beautiful. Debbie says West Virginia is beautiful. Yes. Rose says, sign me up. I've got my own kayak. I have a kayak, and you guys know I've got a paddle board now. So we got to do one of these lives, me going out on my paddle board. Jessica will be cracking up. Red says, I went through West Virginia on my way to Philly. The highway only goes through there for a little bit. Huh. Interesting. My husband met his first wife in West Virginia. Well, I don't know, Brenda. I don't know how to respond to that one. Diane Jimenez says, sounds beautiful. Pamela says, I moved to northeastern Tennessee and it's just beautiful and cheap. That's what I hear, Pamela. That's what I hear. So I just wish there was somewhere out here that I could find that looked like, well, there are places that look like that, but they're not cheap. And here in California, now if you're in a forest area, the insurance is off the chain. I mean, it's just off the chain. People are moving because they can't afford insurance, even for homes that are paid off here. Kenneth says, my sister just moved to West Virginia. I haven't called so she can get settled in. Okay, well, find out what she's saying about it, Kenneth, when you get a chance. Pamela says, yes, treat everyone kindly. Lori says, I was watching a YouTube channel that was saying, yes, make sure you buy land that is all usable land. He said 1 acre usable is better than 10 acres. That's true. That's true. Yeah, because, I was looking at some that were 5 and 10 acres, but some of it would be on a slope or a cliff and you couldn't use it. So what's the value of that? Vaughn's on a Roll says, Yamava is a casino out by Palm Springs. Oh, okay. On the way to Q. Now, I know Judy has stayed at a casino near Palm Springs. I haven't stayed at that one. I've stayed at another casino. Trying to think on the way to Texas. Hmm. Did I? Were we going? Oh, on the way to Lollapalooza in Texas, I stayed at a casino, and they had a special area just for RVs, and it was great, really great. Um, Rose says, Glorious Life on Wheels, you're very caring. I hope so. That's my goal, Rose. It really is. Candy says, we have hungry children in the US, so we need to solve this problem first. I have to agree, Candy. I have to agree. Um, Ron's in a row says, right, and homeless too. Mia says, I'm disabled and live on SSI and don't have enough money to pay my rent. I'm now moving to public housing. Well, thank goodness you've got some public housing, Mia. I'm sorry to hear that you couldn't pay your rent, but I'm glad to hear that you will be housed and have something, a roof over your head. Thank goodness for that. Brenda says, KUW, Colorado. I don't think I would want to take care of 10 acres. Must have been a very good, informative video. Yeah, I think the most I would want would be 5 acres and under. I think 3 acres would be kind of perfect. That's what I'm thinking. 3 acres would be the perfect size. Um, Mia says 300 square foot. That's small, but you know what? There are a lot of people who have some beautiful tiny houses that are that size. Kenneth says, we know who you are. You truly are my favorite person on the planet. I don't say this lightly. Thank you, Kenneth. You don't know how that touches my heart. Thank you so much. Graham said, the world has gone crazy. Graham, it has. And as much as I hate to even think this, much less say it, I think this is only the start. I think really tough times are ahead, and we need to start preparing. If we are not already preparing, we need to really start getting ready. Red says many things need work, Candy Gonzalez, and can be dealt with simultaneously. Yep. Glad this story got squashed. Yeah, the false story about the veterans. It's really bad when stories like that come out that are false, because then it puts a damper and people don't want to believe true ones. Um, uh, Crystal Gringa says hi. Rose says hi to Crystal Gringa, and thank you for recognizing me. All right, folks, I am going keeping up with Colorado says I have met most awesome YouTuber friends through Carol. God is truly using you, Carol. You know what? I hope he is. When I started my channel, as I say over and over, I had 3 goals. And the first one was to honor God. The second one was to try and build some kind of financial legacy for my child. And the third was to help people. And if I'm doing any of those, and hopefully all three, then I've met my mission on starting this YouTube channel. All right. Graham says at least they're spending the money on helping people instead of killing people. Well, that's a way to look at it, Graham. That is a way to look at it. All right. Brenda says the squeaking was feedback. Yeah, that must have been between me and Lindy. I don't know. Um, okay. Please hit the like button. Yeah, could you guys hit the like button? Hit that like button. Bucket. Hit that like button. It does help. Oh my goodness. All right, folks. Here are some of my wonderful moderators. Nora at Arcuda 2001, Crystal and La Granga, Keeping Up with Colorado, I should say. Um, uh, Mo Bang for Your Bucks. Red-Headed Riding Hood, Outdoor Dash Travels, um, Lava. Lindy, are you a moderator? I don't know if you are or not. Uh, all right, guys. Graham is saying, unfortunately, I need to take out a personal loan to fill the truck with fuel. So, yes, I may need to catch a dolphin over from Australia, ride a dolphin over here. Okay, Graham, what do they say? I don't care how you get here, just get here when you can. All right, that song. All right, guys, there's Red's dropped her all right, guys, I keep saying I'm going to get off here. We've been going on forever. But if you are new to the channel, this is your first time, would you put a number one so we can recognize you, acknowledge you, and say hello, hello? I know Jose, anyone else. You know how we roll, Globies, saying hello to everyone and making everyone welcome as part of the family. Uh, Jose says, if I keep on hearing Carol, then I'll remember the name. Uh, That's right. Candy says State Farm isn't writing new policies in California due to fires. That's right. They announced that a week or a couple of weeks ago or something. They are not writing new policies in California due to fires. Yep. So you're going to be up a creek if you are buying in an area that's prone to fires. I believe that what's going to happen is the state's going to come out with like they have the earthquake authority or something here that you get your earthquake insurance through, and that's what I have it through. I think they're going to do the same for fires in California. And basically, unless your home is destroyed, you're not going to get anything. If it's got to be, I think, 20 to 30% of the value of the home. So if you have a $500,000 home, it would have to be $150,000 worth of damage that you would have to cover before they, yeah, crazy, huh? Um, Kenneth Bailey says West Virginia, yes. Maybe we should have a meetup in West Virginia to check it out. West Virginia or Tennessee to check it out. That's a thought. Hey, Gypsy Jules, hello, hello. Um, Graham says, my little love tap I got in the front of the truck. Oh, yes. Is going to cost $3,700 to fix. Luckily, the bride has it covered with insurance. Brides, you got to love their organizational skills. I tell you, she saved your bacon, Graham, didn't she? Oh, my goodness. Thank goodness for your bride. All right. Well, Mia says 300 square foot is better than a cardboard box. And this will be the test if I can go tiny. Yes, it is better than a cardboard box, and I think you're going to get used to it, Mia. And if you look at some of the, go on, Mia, why don't you go on YouTube and look at some of the tours of the tiny houses and maybe get some ideas because there have been some really beautiful ones, and maybe you'll get some ideas on some things you can do. Um, Keeping Up with Colorado says, thanks, my dear friend Red. Let's get Red Riding Hood and outdoor travels up to 1,000. God, let God use us to bless others. Yes, guys, go over. Thank you, Lori, for saying that. Can we get Red from Red-Headed Riding Hood and Outdoor Dash Travels to 1,000? We need to get them to that number. Can we do that? I know that Lisa, aren't you right real close to that, to 1,000? So can you go over to Outdoor Dash Travels and before the end of today, let's just get her over the hump, over 1,000. Can we do that, guys? Let's do that, can we? All right. All right, guys, I am heading out. One last thing. If you have a channel, whether you're a moderator or not, can you put a C for content creator? And that's going to be the last thing I'm going to do on today's live is acknowledge any of the content creators on here. Oh, okay. Let's see. I am so behind on these comments. Oh my goodness. Um, Nora, oh my God. Outdoor Dash Travels is at 967. She needs 33 more. So here's what you can do. If you're not subscribed, go over subscribe and subscribe. If you are subscribed, share one of her great videos out and tell that person to subscribe. Share it out to 5 people and ask them to subscribe. We need to get her down, down, over the hump, over 1,000 today before the end of the day. Can you do that so I can report next week that Lisa is at 1,000? Uh, um, oh, and Nora's sale. Nora's sale on her artwork is going until Monday. So go ahead and check out Nora Kag, Norakag. She's over on Etsy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things. Just check her out, her drawings. Just you'll be so you'll just be so uplifted when you look at them. All right. Outdoor Dash Travels. We already talked about her channel. Go over and give her some love. Give her over 1,000. Keeping Up with Colorado, Crystal and La Granga. Um, let's see. Donna Flynn, voice, breathing, and change coaching. Anyone else that I haven't already gone over that's not a moderator or someone who has a channel? Outdoor Dash Travels has videos to come. Okay. Oh my goodness. Just did the paperwork for the Tofino. Oh my goodness. Why didn't you say that earlier, Lisa? Hold on. Okay. I know I said I'm ending this, but I'm going to bring Lisa up just for a minute because this is a what do you call it? A news bulletin. Hold on. If you guys have to go, I understand, but I want to hear about this. Lisa is getting a Tofino. Oh my gosh. Hold on. We got to see this. Just a minute. I want to get the scoop on this story. Hold on. I'm dropping a link, Lisa. Come on up and tell everyone. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. You're getting your Tofino. Hold on. Okay, come on, Lisa. Come on up. Don't be shy. Come up and say hello and tell us. Oh, Miss Net is a content creator. Go over and check her out. There's Nora's dropped a link for um her shop on Etsy. Uh Jose says, I don't think is you, Carol. I'm not sure about that. Okay, Miss Net. Okay, Lisa, are you going to come up? I dropped a link. Are you being coy and shy, Lisa? I know you're not. Oh, don't think that's me? Huh. Well, let me try and drop another link. Copy. Let's see. Let me try again. You don't think that's me? Oh, well, you guys know I always have a problem dropping links. So let's see if. Yeah, that is me. That was me, Jose. Okay. All right. What's the news here? We got a news
Give me
flash here, news bulletin.
1 second, because let me. Okay.
Okay. Okay, spill.
Okay.
Spill the news.
That's the reason why I'm late, guys. Yeah, I just came back from the dealership for the Tofino.
Celebrating, celebrating.
So
You what
I put in the paperwork, and the immediate it's Saturdays, so of course they don't have an in-house financing department. So but all of a sudden my I always keep track of my credit, and I'm like, okay, well, my credit's fairly over the 750 mark. And of
okay.
course, bing, 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 hey, you got a hard inquiry and da 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 da. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh.
So
Everyone saying congratulations.
I finally was like, okay, I'm gonna pull the trigger, even though the Cascade camper's not sold. But I'm spending, the weekend just getting it all fixed up, cleaned up, to everything else, and I
So if
have an
anyone wants
appointment.
so if anyone's interested in a Cascade camper that's all built out, Lisa has one she's selling.
I mean, it's a beautiful. Believe me, I was back and forth on it because I really do love my Cascade camper, y'all.
How many miles
Um,
on it?
30,000.
Okay, that's
30,000.
it's just broken in, and it has a 5-year warranty, right?
Yep, it's brand
Okay.
new. When I bought it in 2021 of August of 2021, the build was this September 8th of 2021.
So it's still got
Um,
2 more years on the warranty then?
yes.
Okay,
Hmm.
so it's still got the new car warranty on it, and you okay, well, so
And
tell
I've
okay,
done
so
all the changes, always synthetic. I mean, I've taken care of because it's been my baby.
now aren't you gonna add the carousel tint? You're gonna sell
Yeah, the
that with it?
Carcel. I'm gonna because I can't use it in the Tofino, so the Carcel's gonna go with it. Um, there are things that are specific
Oh,
to the Cascade camper. So of course I'm gonna, if the person wants that, I'm gonna include it into the sale price because
oh, yeah. Oh, we're gonna be
I
riding in a
know.
Tofino.
Oh
We're
my
gonna
god.
be riding
So what
okay.
happened was it was the same one that I went to go see a couple weeks ago, and it
What
had
color?
been silver.
Silver, I'm glad you got the
Yeah,
silver.
it's silver. And it's the one
Oh,
that I
yeah.
saw originally, but then it was sale pending. So I was like, okay, well that's gone. Okay, whatever. And I'll just wait for the next one.
Remember I told you go back because you never know?
The sale didn't go through because they had bad credit.
Yeah.
So they went back on the market. So I messaged him yesterday and said, "Is it still available?" He goes, "Yes." I said, "Okay, well, I'll be there tomorrow." So I went over and I was like, okay, this is the second time I'm driving an hour and a half to go see this thing. Let's just do it.
Oh, hey, Zebling Creations is in the house, and Pat Kate said they went over to your channel and gave a thumbs up. So, oh boy, so when are you gonna get it? When are you gonna get it?
Well, the paperwork. So obviously they're closed tomorrow. Obviously the banks are closed as well, so they can't really, approve or disapprove or
So next
whatever.
week. So next week probably.
Yeah, Monday. Monday they'll probably said by
So
Monday
when
I
you,
will know. And I
I know
said,
I
well,
keep
great.
interrupting. I
And
keep
I said, well,
interrupting.
how am I
I'm
going to get
sorry.
there? Because, and they're like, oh, we'll come get you. I said, well,
I'm
that's an
sure they
hour and a half
will.
away. And they're like,
I'm
we'll
sure.
come get you. Even if we have to pay for an Uber, we'll
I'm sure
get you.
they will.
And I'm like, okay.
So
He
now,
says,
when are you gonna do a tour of it on your channel?
I did a, like, a sneak
We
peek of
want to
it.
see you. We want to see you sitting in your Tofino.
As soon as I get it, because I actually did some
Okay.
footage today,
Okay.
going through some stuff and making sure, the solar panel. I mean, I was really going through with a fine tooth comb because if this is going to be my coach, then
Oh my
I
goodness,
need to
I'm
check
so
everything out.
excited.
So I'm like, oh my God, I can't
A
believe I
couple
did
people,
that.
couple people have come in the house, including hey Stacy Nobles and hey who
Yeah,
was oh
it's
dear.
silver. Yes, it's silver. I'm sorry. Good
Okay.
vibes.
And hey Miss Free to be me. All right, well we're
So if
way
everyone
over.
can just please make a prayer that I get
Oh
it.
yeah, we are. We're gonna send
Crossing
that.
fingers.
All right, that's so congratulations. Well, I know I said I was going to end, and I'm going to end now, but I had to get on and get this great, wonderful news.
Well,
Congratulations! I'm so happy for you.
we'll
And
see because I haven't got it yet because it's got to go through financing. But
oh, we're gonna we're
the,
gonna
the,
we're gonna we're gonna pray you through.
that's why I said he said with your credit, I don't foresee a problem, and I'm like,
we're
sweet.
gonna we're gonna pray you through on this. All right, guys. Well, now I am
Bye,
really
everyone.
bye. We're gonna leave on this great news. What better news to end a live on than that? How exciting is that? All right, guys. Jessica has been pushing my computer closed, saying it's time to go.
So sorry.
So, all right. So we're heading out. Love each and every one of you. May your travels and may you have joy and may your journeys be filled with joy and blessings. And I will see you. Actually, I'll probably see you Tuesday on the live when Lindy gets Marley. Oh, yeah. Lots of exciting things coming up between Marley and Lisa's Tofino. All right, guys. I will see you later. Oops. I cut myself off. All right, guys. Goodbye. I'll see you all later. Bye bye, everyone.